Thank you for letting me tune in. They say you are the same thing that you're eating. Does that mean because you're eating chili tins or chitlins, does that mean that you are a nasty naster? Does that mean that you are hog intestines because you eat them? No, you putting another set of intestines inside your intestines. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know the smell? Ladies and gentlemen, you might not believe me, but ladies and gentlemen, you smell like it. You know what I'm saying? I never told you that you smell like oxtails and hog maws and gizzard and tenderloins and hog head cheese. I never told you smell like that. I just kept it to myself because I didn't want to be rude. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, sometimes you have to be careful when you tell people they smell, because a lot of times they haven't told you the business yet. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, ladies, man, I tell you, I'm not telling you not to go out there and buy that kind of stuff. I mean, if that's your tradition, that's your tradition. But sometimes it's good to say, thank you, Lord, for people not telling me that they dislike me because, you know, that you eat chitlins all the time. And hog maws and oxtails and tenderloins and stuff like that. Thank the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Thank the Lord they don't hate you. Because the Koreans don't eat that. You know what I'm saying? Did they fire you because you eat chitlins and hog maw, you know what I'm saying? And fatback and pork chop? No, they didn't. They gave you a fair chance to make a living. But yeah, before you make somebody an outcast because you don't like them, think about how many blessings that you have received, and people don't necessarily agree with your behavior. I listen to Charlamagne the God and that woman on there talking about that they just ain't gonna have it. I mean, you ain't the Supreme Judge. You know, you ain't no Supreme Court judge. You're not no Attorney General. You don't have no say in how it's gonna go. You just a caller that called in, a call girl. Back here we call girls back page. Because you think it's a game, all you got to do is call customer service. And if you're good enough, she'll be at your house later on that evening. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. Any company, lady, you already know they're going to ring up on Dynamic. That phone call going to be forwarded to Dynamic Services. And the next thing you know, if you're good enough, she going to be at your house about 7 o'clock, somewhere from between 7 and 10. You know? Because here we call them back page girls. You know what I'm saying? There they call them call girls, like you were letting me turn in with. And a lot of times you only get a refund and you only get good customer service if you put the ball in the hoop. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, I mean, you're in the same situation. They're like, damn, this product ain't no good. I need my money back. And it's going to continue to be that way unless you can put the ball in the hoop. You know, if you put it in there enough times, she's going to be at your house later on that night. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go, lady. You know? Sad, but it's true, lady. You know, hopefully she don't look like Respucia, lady. Because Respucia, that was that was a back page from hell, Respucia. Y'all remember Morbid and Respucia? Yes, Respucia was a back page girl too. She used to be a back page dude. But some kind of way she turned into a back page girl, you know. And only you can know if there's only one place to park it. They're like, hold on, man. Man. And then nobody say, hey, you parked the car in the wrong place. They don't never say that. They just sit up there looking at you like, but you just go along with it, cowboy. I try to tell you. Other people know how to say, hey, there's not 2 parking spaces in this garage. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Yeah. Fool me once, it's on me. Fool me twice, it's on you. You know what I'm saying? I figure out ain't 2 parking spaces in that garage. I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to hold you accountable for not knowing. Hey, guess what? I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people thought they was buying a hamburger and it wasn't no hamburger. It was a deer burger. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying, nobody gonna hold you accountable for that. A lot of people thought they was drinking Pepsi and they was drinking Coke. You know, they had a taste test. A lot of people thought they married a faithful woman and and they married a Backpage girl. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's gonna hold you accountable unless you continue it when you find out. Now, when you can continue after you find out, then something might be wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? That you find out that Dynamic call center is more than just a call center, lady. And they smoking like choo-choo trains for a reason. Ladies and gentlemen, if you went anywhere else and that many people was coming outside smoking, you would have a problem. You'd be like, man, something ain't right about this, lady. I ain't never seen that many people in a nice building like that taking a smoke break like that, lady. Ladies and gentlemen, they in that thing like the Armageddon about to come every 15 minutes. I'll tell you. Like, what the hell are they talking about on that phone? It gotta be serious what they talking about on that phone. Like. You know what I said? You know why they didn't want me there? Because I didn't smoke. They knew I would have been the manager over there. I would have been the supervisor and the GM. Why? Because everybody there off they rocker, lady. I was too qualified. Man, I thought they was gonna hire me, lady. I already knew when I came in there that I was gonna be number one, lady. I was there really for a good reason, to make money. You know, I'm a stakeholder in AT&T and Sprint and stuff like that. And when they find out how much potential and how much I was really ready for that job, that lady didn't want me there. It was a dyke in there. It was a dyke. She had a fade. You know, she had muscles in the fade. And you know why she didn't let me there? Because she knew I was gonna make it. She knew I was gonna be the one interviewing after a while. She knew I was gonna be running that place. That's why they snapped like that. You know? 'Cause they knew I was a good guy. You know? A lot of people don't want. A lot of people, you wonder why they didn't call you back. Because you got too many qualifications. You'll put them out of business. You know what I'm saying? They want somebody they can fool, lady. They want somebody that they can talk to anybody, any kind of way and threaten them. They don't want nobody. When they boss come and look at them, the supervisor boss come and look at the supervisor and that guy or gal that they just hired and be like, well, damn, you need to train them how to be a supervisor too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they fear, lady. And a lot of time that's how it goes. You know what I mean? But I tell you, back to the Auburn and Alabama. Only you care about Auburn and Alabama because, the rest of the planet reduced Alabama to number 4 on some polls and number 2 on the one that you consider. They said, they looked at that the other day with that keys and stuff like that. They looked at that, lady. And you know what they said? They said these folks is really garbage. You know what I'm saying? They really is. And they took Alabama from the number 1 position that they deserve, and they said Alabama don't deserve to be number 1 when they seen that. Sad, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? And all I can tell you, get ready for the playoffs, baby. Because you keep it up, you're going to lose. That's all I can tell you. It ain't no doubt about it. You don't lose your number 1 position because you're not a good athlete. No, they looking at you all the way around, man. They just saying you guys ain't qualified to be doing this heinous stuff that you practicing. It's too heinous. You ain't even supposed to be in the SEC the way they looking at it. The way they looking at it, another team, Florida State, need to join the SEC and knock Alabama or Auburn out of it and put them in the ACC. That's how bad y'all look with that situation. Hey, I'll throw something that he's missing over there, fetch him a bone when I feel like it. Man, them people ain't playing. Them people ain't playing with y'all, ladies. They ain't playing. It's sad you lose your money and have to realize that people ain't playing with you. Why can't you just take their advice, to tighten up, It's sad when you ain't number 1 no more. Ladies and gentlemen, I bet they doing backward flips on ESPN. I'm gonna pay attention today, Because you know what they said? If he don't play ESPN, shit, Alabama ain't nothing. If he don't play this on that live wire, they don't have no money to get from y'all. You're not helping the system, They using their advertising, their market money is helping them. That's why they coming in on there praising you. Hell yeah, they'll praise Dubo. Hell yeah, they'll praise Malzahn. Even if they garbage, they'll praise them. Why? Because every show has money to say anything to keep you tuned in. Now they don't have the money because they don't hear themselves. They don't hear it. You see the entertainers gaining strength now. The entertainer's making more money than the athlete. You know what I'm saying? And you know, all I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you can do better, do better. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the pinnacle of your state. You know how you want to move that money. You know the institution that you want to use to manipulate currency, and you choose it to be football. I don't know why. You know, when I brought the stock market here for you, you know, you called it the RSA. I brought that here to you probably like in 2000. I built you a way to make money. You know, besides football. You know, only you, like, you know, you can get you can continue to do the like the boosters and the groupies and stuff, and saying that, you know, Rondo came down and he fed the hungry. You know, that's how you like it, but it could be better than that. You know what I mean? You can actually go straight from the stock market, you know what I'm saying, to a bank account. You know, that's the way I wanted it. You know what I mean? That's the way that I liked it. You know what I'm saying? From the stock market to the bank. That's the way I like it. You know what I mean? I don't like, hold on, let me call Cam Newton and see if he can come and do a benefits breakfast. That take too long, lady. It just take too dang on long to do that, man. It's too slow, it's outdated, it's prehistoric. It don't make a whole lot of sense. Especially when they can downgrade you and say, well, you garbage now, you ain't one, you two. You know what I'm saying? That whole time, y'all people been talking about the Me Too movement, how much you like number 2. Now you see how much you like it now, don't you? You see what number you really like, don't you? You know what I'm saying? All I can tell you, I can just never hear them saying, all them women on the internet. I know the picture not to take because they'll have number 2. They'll have the peace sign up that they like number 2. It'll only be a few of them though, you know what I mean? And I won't take their picture, you know what I'm saying? Even though they there posed up and stuff, they'll let number 2 know that they like him. It'll only be a very few of them though. But I tell you, I can see the Me Too movement has come to a screeching halt, because you see now, ladies and gentlemen, now that they've been downgraded to a 2 on one pole and 4 on the other, that they like one. They really like one better. But I can tell you, I know Auburn likes it. I know Auburn loves it because it has made you really lost by 100%. If you only have 2 and you lose 1, you lost 100%. You know, I know you think it's 50, but you know, I went to the University of Colorado. That was the last college I went to, and they said I was right. And the stock market is showing that I was right, because the stock market has made double its value. You know what I mean? Ever since they implemented it, they made a double their value. Even with all them foods blowing that money, messing up. I'm talking about they losing the same amount of money that they lost that one morning for the Great Depression. Man, they losing that every day on the stock market, and it ain't even fading them because they figured out that my equation was absolutely correct. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then that happened back in the 30s when they lost that much money one day. The stock market shut down, and it didn't open back up. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of you say you only lost 50% of your value. You lost 100%. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, if you take away one from one, you don't have nothing left. You know what I'm saying? If you only got 2 and you take away 1, even though you think you got 1 left, you actually lost 1%. Because you subtract 1 from 1, you got nothing. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? When that lady, Professor Harrison from Colorado, realized what I was saying, that lady said, God diggity. And she was a professor now. She was a math economics professor, you know, investment banking. That lady was like, God diggity, dog. You know, all them years, and they didn't realize that, you know what I mean? They didn't realize that that's really the way it is. Because multiplication, that was a theory, that 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is 1, you know what I mean? That was a theory. 1 times 1 is 2 all day, you know what I'm saying? You know, if I have a stock exchange in Montgomery and another stock exchange in Cincinnati, I have 2 stock exchanges, you see what I'm saying? 1 times 1 is not 1 in that case, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Nevertheless, I know you want Jenny or Bedford to get credit for it, ladies and gentlemen, but you know, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, these people will take you back to prehistoric.